This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, hi everyone. Good morning all.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay. Share folks. Okay, fine. So very first to start your DevOps and your AWS, you have a prerequisite which is your Linux, right? So very first you have to create your AWS account creation. Okay, how many members I have, I don't know. So, but we have to create this one and we have to learn two things here to start your Linux administration. Okay, Linux administration skills. To start that, you require two things. Okay, very first thing, how to create or you say launch, create and launch the virtual machines. How to create and launch the we call it as instances. Okay, we call it as ec2 instances. Ec2 instances, how to launch launch ec2. Okay, so your ec2 stands for your elastic compute cloud. Okay, this is a cloud. Instance is nothing but, okay, your instances, when they say instance is nothing but, in simple terms, it's a machine or a server. Okay, it's called a machine or a server, they call it as, fine. So now, so this is the first step, you'll be creating it. After creating account, second thing, you have to see how to connect the ec2 instance. How to connect the ec2 instance. Okay, so you can connect this ec2 instance from your hmm, ec2 instance with your command prompt. I'll take you first with the cloud shell, then we'll see your command prompt, and I'll show you your putty as well. Right? All three I'll show you. Right? Or if you are using a Mac one, right, then you can go with putty. Will be there for Mac, I believe. Or you have item 2 for your Mac. This is for the Mac operating system. Okay. If someone is a Mac, you can use your item 2 to connect that one. Right? So this is the first thing you have to achieve this one to start your course, because we have we have to parallelly do your theory plus practical. Okay, so if you have a class of 1 hour, half an hour I'll keep it as theory, because theory is important in terms of speaking for the interview, as well as getting some knowledge, and then hands-on experience. Okay, hands-on experience. So let's go and create your AWS account. Let's go and create your AWS account. So just type your AWS account creation in Google, or just type aws.amazon.com. Anything is fine. Okay, just type AWS account create. Okay, so you can click on, you'll get the first link here. Okay, like aws.amazon.com. Okay, there is a link of that. You click on it. Okay, once you click on it, you get this free tier account. Okay, create a free tier account. Click on this free tier account. Click on this AWS free tier account. It will ask you a few details to sign up. It will ask you a few details like enter your email ID, enter any Gmail ID, enter your account name, give a name for account. Like for example, I have given here. Okay, I also click on free tier, and after clicking that, I gave my email ID. I gave my account name same as my email ID. Okay, what are the name I have? Okay, what are the name I have? I've given the same account ID. Okay, if you watch here, AWS is already login for me. So if you see, I have given Devops training. This is the name which I gave. But you give previously these names were accepted. But now make sure you give your proper names. Okay, because AWS will block you if you don't give a proper details. So enter the Gmail account, create a password for yourself, remember that password, and give a account name. Any name whichever you're convenient, give any name. Fine. Now AWS account includes 12 months of free tier account. AWS includes a 12 months of free tier account. Okay, free tier account which you have. Fine. No. Now next step is, it will ask you type of the account you want to create. So go with personal only. We are not going with professional because we don't require any of the professional account. We are not using for any corporate right now. So it is just a personal account for our practice. So click on personal, enter the details. It will not ask you company name for a personal. It will ask you all the details. Okay, all the details will ask you. In case it is asking PAN card details, until unless it is mandatory, don't use it. It is not mandated, it is optional, so don't enter your PAN card details anywhere. Okay, now after you create this account, it will ask you for the payment. Enter your proper details, guys. Each and every address you enter it properly, because if you don't enter it now, again it will ask you for the proof. What is your address proof? Okay, enter, just submit any of your Aadhaar card, or submit your electricity bill, your phone bill, some bills it will ask you. So better to enter your address properly yearly. Enter the address properly yearly. Fine. Once you enter this address, payment. Okay. So why is this payment? We are starting free account, and why is this payment? Okay. This payment is, okay. Payment is used to verify your account, because to check how genuine you are. How genuine you are. Okay. Just to verify that they are asking for the payment, they will deduct 2 rupees of your amount. They will deduct your 2 rupees of your amount, and then they'll deduct your 2 rupees of your amount, and then they'll give it back after 2 hours. They'll give it back after 2 hours. Fine. So now, no. Okay, and then enter all the details, everything, verify it, submit this one. They'll ask you phone number, enter, select your country code, phone number, and it will generate a 4-digit OTP code. Enter this one to verify your phone number. So just make a payment. Okay, which is 2 rupees. It will deduct and give it back after 2 hours. Enter your details, and then once it is verified, you'll get this green tick like it's verified. And then now select the plan. What is the plan? Basic plan we select. We don't require developers plan, we don't require business plan. Basic free plan is enough for us. And then your finally AWS account is created. Okay, simple steps. And now you log into the machine. Okay, with your, so logging into your console, log into console home of AWS. Once you sign it, it will ask you what is your role. Role is some student interested in software, or role is some engineer interested in software, right? Just a formality. And then you log in again, enter your email ID, enter your password, you'll be into your console page. You'll able to log in into the console page. This is how you get a console page. Okay, this is how you get a console page. to see it. Okay, you'll not see this recently visited because I visited a lot of things, so you're not able to see it. Fine. So it will enter into the console page. Okay, this is what you have to do it. Okay, this is how you do it. So simple terms, there are 5 to 6 steps. That's it. First, click on create account, enter your email ID, your password, and your account. Once you enter this one, it will ask you for your personal details. Enter all the phone number, your address, etc. things. Once you enter this one, it will ask you the payment details. Add any of your debit card, credit card, whichever you have, just to make 2 rupees and get back that 2 rupees again to verify it. And then confirm your identity with the phone number. You can enter a phone number, get the OTP, verify it, and then once it is verified, now select the basic plan. Okay, once you select it, okay, now log in into this console page and sign in back. Okay, sign in back to access the services. That's it. Okay, it's a simple step by step. If you do it, it is easy to create it, not a difficult one. Okay, if you get stuck, you can reach back to me tomorrow. Okay, I'll share this document after this class. Now our account is created. Simple account is created. Okay, there's no such complication in creation account. Now meanwhile, we cover the introduction. You guys can practice this one. Okay, I'll show you this one daily. I'll show you. Don't worry, it's not just once. Until you complete your NS course daily, I'll putting effort in showing you this. Right. So now, how to create or launch the EC2 instance. So now, very first, go here, search for EC2. Okay, you'll not see recent app. Search for EC2. Okay, click on this EC2. Okay, and very first, when you log in into this here, this is your account details. All your billing details, account details are here. Your regions are there, multiple regions. One thing to remember, guys, always keep a note of this. This AWS provides services to multiple regions with location. Okay, multiple locations it provides you. So what you do is always select any one region. Either go with Mumbai, go with Singapore, go with Sydney, go with Tokyo. Any one, only one you have to select. Remember that throughout the entire course you'll be selecting only one to avoid the billing issues. To avoid the billing issues, you'll be selecting only one region. If you go with more than one region and you forgot some servers, that your free tier account will expire. You have a free tier account, right? That free tier will be expired. Free tier will be expired. Fine. Okay, free tier will be expired. So again, it will create a problem. Again, it will create your problem. So better, okay, better make sure you key in single region. I am going with OYO. You go with any region, no issues. But keep single region to have a proper billing. Have a single region. Fine. Now observe here. In this, everything should be zero. I have created one keeper. My existing keeper is there. For you, this will also be zero. This will also be zero. So make sure everything is zero, guys. Make sure everything is zero, except the security group, which is by default. You can't change it. It is default one. You can't delete it. You can't modify. Okay. So once you click on this EC2, when you click on this EC2, you land on this page. When you click on this EC2 and search, you land on this page. Click on your EC2 dashboard and see this dashboard. Everything should be zero except your security groups. Even the key pairs will be zero for you. Okay. Now everything will be zero. Now what you do is how to create a machine, right? We clicked on EC2. Now launch a machine. So go here, click on create. Click on create, and then what it is saying, launch an instance. Instance means machine. Instance means machine. Okay. Amazon EC2 allows you to create a virtual machine or an instance that runs on AWS run. But why it is saying it's a virtual machine? It is saying it's a virtual machine instance, right? So because you're creating machine where in the OEO, somewhere in the US region. You're sitting where I am sitting in Hyderabad. I am sitting in Hyderabad. I am creating a machine of OEO region. That's why it is saying it's a virtual machine. It's just somewhere located. Virtually I'm trying to access the machine, right? So that's why it is a virtual machine. Right? Now give a name which you can understand. For example, I am giving a name as Linux machine. I want to give it as Linux. This is just for your understanding, just to you to recognize what is this machine. So you can say it's a web server, it's a Linux machine, it's a production machine, it's a non-production machine, it's a DV machine, a name which you want to give it to the machine to identify, right? No. Now application and OS image. Application and OS image. So basically, when you buy a laptop, whenever you buy a laptop, right, you require an operating system to run that laptop. It's common, right? Any machine you require operating system to run. So here they call it as AMI, Amazon Machine Image. So AMI is a template that contains your software configuration like operating system, application server, and application. So it contains your operating system with application, application server. All the three it contains. Fine. So now you have various operating systems. Okay, in this you go and search. You'll get n number of marketplace operating system. See, there are like in the marketplace is there you have 5,000 committee, right? So it is not loaded yet. It will load in some time. So here 9,000 plus images are there. 9,000 plus images are there where you can get multiple. You can get all the DevOps related images. You can get all the machine learning images, multiple, right? So this quick start contains all the free tier. Quick start contains all the free tier. Because this free tier, it will show you all the free tier which is provided here. All the free tier. That means the free accounts, free account one which is provided here. I'm going with Red Hat. This is standard one. Going with Red Hat, which is standard one. Okay. Okay, standard one, fine. So Linux machine, fine. We have selected, we gave a name, we selected AMI, which is our 9.3 something it is showing, fine. Which is free tier one. Okay, Red Hat which we selected. Okay, which is selected from Kickstart only, from here only. If you see this, settings will be overridden. Okay, fine. So I wanted this Red Hat only. So simple terms, to avoid your confusion, I'm just coming back, give a name, select AMS as Red Hat. In the quick start only I selected. Okay, select the Red Hat. Now instance type, simple, right? When you buy a phone or a laptop, you say, right, 8 core CPU, 16 GB RAM, 16 GB or 256 GB of RAM you require it, right? So same thing here also, you can select your compute capacity or the capacity of the server, right? So I'm saying T2 micro. You have multiple here. If you scroll down, you'll get a lot of things here. Get a lot of things here. Okay, T2 micro, T2 small, T2 medium, etc. Things you can get it. Okay? Oh. And then key pair. Okay, now you gave your name, you gave your AMI, you selected instance type to run the machine. Now key pair. Key pair is nothing but your login. How do you connect the machine? So already I have one, ignore it. So now you have to create this key pair. Click on create a key pair. And now I'll give this name as Linux. What is that? Linux Ohio key. I'm giving the Linux machine Ohio key, right? So Linux machine Ohio key. I'm creating a machine Ohio key. So I'm giving all the hyphens. Okay, all the hyphens, getting a key. Okay, you can give any name, whichever name you want. You can give the any name. Fine. And this RSA and ED is a format of creating a keys. Okay, doesn't matter which you use. Default is RSA. Now PEM and private. So now there is PEM file dot PEM used for OpenSSH. Now while connecting your cloud shell and these two, okay, these two will use your to connect. We use your dot pem file. Okay, dot pem file for connection. This is for the connecting your dot pem file. Okay, we use this one for your connecting a dot pem file, and the putty we use it for your, okay, dot ppk. Okay, putty file for dot ppk, pem file for your this one. Okay, put ppk for putty, pem file for this one. Fine. Okay, so these are two things. So now, but what is OpenSSH? Okay, this is for your OpenSSH, right? This is using your OpenSSH. What do you mean by OpenSSH? People say OpenSSH. This is your Open Secure Shell. Open Secure Shell. Okay, this is the shell. Any shell. Shell can be a cloud shell or a command prompt or anything can be shell. Fine. Now then putty. Putty is to connect with a putty is a separate software provided. You can select it. Fine. But what is shell now? Why it is called shell? What do you mean by a shell? In simple terms, shell is something which interacts with you. In simple terms, shell is something which will interact with you. Okay, which interacts. For example, is command prompt. I go with command prompt. This is the shell for me. This is one of the shell. Okay, which interacts with me. If I type ipconfig, it will give me the IP address. It will give me the IP address. But if I type your IP address, will it give me IP address? Notepad? No, I do. It doesn't give because it's not an interactive shell. It's just a text editor. Okay. So I want a shell. Shell is nothing but an interactive shell which interacts with the user. Okay, interacts with the user. Right. Let me walk you through. Hmm, okay. Hmm. Architecture. Fine. So if you observe here, what is this? You see here. So what how this shell looks, okay, how this shell works and how it works, right? Let's see this one. So this shell is nothing but a command, but it looks like this interactive shell. Fine. So now basically what do you know? We know plain text English language. We know plain text English language, which you learn it, right? We know English language. So now what happens? I want a shell. It can be a command prompt, it can be a Linux server, it can be anything, right? I will enter the command to the shell. Okay, shell what will do? It will forward this to the kernel. Kernel what will do? It will take this, convert that human understandable language into your binaries, ones and zeros. It will convert into binary language ones and zeros, and this ones and zeros is given to the hardware. So you will enter into shell will forward to kernel will convert into ones and zeros, give it to hardware. Hardware will again process that, give it back to the shell, and shell will again convert into your human understandable language, and then shell will give it to the kernel will give it to shell will display on the screen. That is what you're giving here. That is what you're getting here, the command. So whatever you type it here, whatever that you type it here, you're getting it here. Why? Because okay, to type ipconfig will give you the IP address of the machine, because you're typing in English, you're getting output in English, but in the backend what is happening, this is what happening. Whatever you enter in the plain text English language, that shell will take it and forward to kernel will do the converting it to your machine learning language and give it to the hardware will process it, give it back to you, give it back to the kernel again, which will convert into human understandable language and give it back to the shell, and shell will display on the screen. That is what it is happening when you use a shell. So now we'll be using a shell to connect the machine. So now I'm creating a PEM file so that I can connect to the machine via the shell. Okay, with the shell. Now, if you want to go with putty, you can go with this one. Fine. We'll do this in the second run. First run, we'll try this one. Fine. So I'm giving a name. I'm selecting RSA and selecting the PEM file. Create it. This will download in your downloads folder. This will download in your downloads folder in your Windows. Fine. You have to wait. See it downloaded. Linux machine OYO key.pem. It downloaded here. Fine. So it will download and the key is selected here. Fine. So now what you gave? You gave a name. You selected your EMI. You gave your instance type and your key pair. And networking you leave it for now. Keep it simple. Okay. We'll come back when we learn AWS. I'll walk you through each and every tab of this. And then you have storage. Okay, 10 GB, which is 10 GB. Okay, in this there are multiple storage. We'll learn again this one. And say your free time in your first year include 750 hours of Tito Micro. That means they're giving 750 hours free when you create a new account. Fine. And then some GB of your hard disk, extra things they're giving it. Now click on launch here. Click on launch. It will create your machine. It will create your machine sometime. Fine. Scroll down, you'll see view all instances. Okay. Now machine is in pending state. Machine is in pending state. It will come to running state. Okay, it will come to running state. And see, this is degraded now. When you select this one, only then the connect button enables. Okay, but still the machine is not up. You have to wait for it. Okay, you have to wait for it. So all these steps, how to create this machine, etc. thing is step by step given here with the screenshot. Where to click, what to click, okay, how to select that one. Everything is given here. Everything it is mentioned here. Okay, your PTK, your PPK file, how to use it, everything it is mentioned here. How to connect that connection also fine. How do you select everything? It is given here. Till the machine is up and running, it is given here. Fine. All the instructions of this. So same steps I am giving you here, which I am doing the practical. Fine. Now refresh it and check. Here it is in running state. Right. Put down. Machine is not able to. I don't have a connect button enabled. So select this machine. See the connect button enables now. Okay, and also you get the details here. Private IP, public IP. Okay, but why do you think there are two IPs, public and private? Basically, any machine will have only private IP. Any machine will have only private IP. There is no public IP concept. Public IP concept came with your AWS, sorry, with your cloud. Any of the cloud you use, it came with the cloud. Okay, when the cloud started using the public IP address, we have started using your public IP address. So now, because this public IP came because I am creating machine where in the OYO region. OYO is located somewhere in US in some data center. Okay, in some data center. If I sit in that data center, I require a private IP. It's okay. I can use the private IP. If I sit in the data center, I can touch my machine. I can use it. But I am accessing this remote sitting in Hyderabad remotely. That's the reason I require this public IP address. I require the public IP address to connect the machine over the internet. To make a connection over the internet, I require the public IP address. Okay. No. Now click on connect. Okay, leave these steps now. Don't worry about. I'll tell you this how to connect. Now just keep it simple. How to create an account. How to connect how to create a machine. Machine is created now. Okay. How to connect. That how to connect steps are also here. How to connect the machine. How to open SSH tools and extra thing. It is here. Okay. Fine. Now click on this connect, select the machine, click on connect. It will give you the steps. There's easy to instance connect. This is one way you can connect it. Directly it will open, no need to log in. Session manager is there, you can connect with this one, or your client is there. So most recommended industries, because these are chargeable. One, two, three, which will charge you to connect that machines, because there is some storage used behind it. And then SSH client, most frequently used, any company will use the same thing. Any company will make use of this one. Now open a SSH client, open a SSH client. Okay, open SSH client. So what is SSH client? Now it's time to how to connect the machine, right? So now here how to connect the machine, what we did here, I was in my instances, I selected my instance, clicked on connect, and I got this one with the SSH client. Open SSH client. Now, just before I told you what is a SSH, open SSH client is your command prompt. Okay, command prompt is one, right? So, a command prompt is one. So, likewise, putty is one. Likewise, you have not putty is not putty is also connection only. Then you have your cloud shell. So, first one will go with the cloud shell. So do a see here, you have a cloud shell here, right? So I clicked on connected, open SS client, I'll do a right click, click on open new tab. Click on open new tab. Okay, click on open new tab. Okay, it is here. Click on open new tab, it is connecting, it is creating a shell for me. Okay, it's creating a shell for me. See here, it shell got created for me. Shell got created for me. Now step number one, it said open SS client. I did a right click, I opened it. It got open here. Okay. Step number two, locate your private key file. The key used to launch this is Linux machine oyokey.pem. So now it is saying locating. Locating means I have to locate it here. So go to actions, click on upload. Go to actions, click on upload. Go to actions, click on upload, and then select your key. Then select your key. Okay. Go to actions, click on upload, and then select the key. Now, once you select, it is uploading the key. It is uploading the key. Okay. File uploaded successfully. Fine, green color. Now, same steps are here. How to open that, how to connect it, it is same located here. Okay, what all things you have to do it, how to upload it, etc. things are here. Okay, all that out. Now, next step. Okay, it asked us to what? It told us to locate it. Located, so uploaded it. Fine. Just verify is the key available here. See. Just verify key is available here. Yes, key is available here. Key is available here. Linux machine key came here. Just do ls. This is a command. We'll learn about it when you start Linux again in detail. What is this ls? What is lrt? Everything. So just type lsf and lrt. Okay, your key is uploaded. Okay, so step number one done. Step number two done. Run this command. Copy and just paste it because we're changing the permission. If you see here, I'll use up arrow again. Now, if you see, read permission. Okay, read permission. Okay, read permission. Read right. Read. Okay, read permission is here. Read permission. If you see, it got changed. Some permission got changed for the security reasons. Fine. Now, next step is what? Connect the machine. Copy it and simply paste it. Fine, and say yes, you made the connection. You made the connection to the machine ec2 and you made a connection. See, this is the ip address of that machine. You can compare it. You can go back and you can compare your private ip. Okay, inside a machine only private ip will be seen, not the public. See here, this is a private ip. I'm copying it and I'm pasting it here. See, same private ip 172.31.38.235. You made a connection to this machine. You made a connection to this machine. This is one way of connecting. Fine. So what you did here, you just selected the machine, clicked on connect, you went with SSH client, open SSH client you did. I'll show you again. So do a right click here, open in a new tab. Okay, it will open here. It will open it here. And then once the terminal is prepared, this terminal is prepared. Okay, it's opening again here. Click on new tab. Okay, if you close and open again, it will open same thing. Open a new tab. Let me close this one and open a fresh tab to make a connection. Now this is the cloud shell. This is a cloud shell. Now what I'll do, he told open SS client. I open this cloud shell. I got this prompt. Second thing, they're saying locating file. So you can go here, click on upload. Okay, select the file, click on upload from here. You can select and upload it. Fine. Once you upload, you get a green state bar and you just verify your file is here. You verify your file is here, it is uploaded. And then step number three, they're saying ch mode. Run the ch mode to change the permission to make it read only. Fine, we made that as well. Okay, we made the change. Now 1, 2, 3, and 5. 1, 2, 3, an example. No 4. 4 we don't require. 1, 2, 3, an example. And just copy SSH. That's it. It's saying EC2 correct. EC2 user. Previously the prompt was Cloud Shell. Now it is EC2 user. Default user for a Linux machines is EC2. Default user for your Linux machines is EC2. This is one way of connecting. Okay. This is one way of connecting. Now I'll show you how to connect with the command prompt. Okay. This is one way of connecting. Now let's see how to connect with command prompt. So same steps I'll follow. Same steps I'll follow. What it is saying here? Open a SSH client. So I'll open my command prompt. This is also one client. I'm opening it. Find my client is open now. Okay. Then it is saying that is saying what I open a client. It is saying that locate your okay. Then it is saying here locate your private key file. File uses this one. But how can I locate? Already in my Windows only. I am in my Windows only, so no need to locate. I'm in Windows only. Where it is located, go to that location, do downloads. It's in downloads. I know it is in downloads, right? Because that is where it is there. If you see, this is in your downloads folder. It is there in the downloads folder in the beginning, right? So now what you do is, next step is what it is saying, download is done. Then it's saying ch mode, okay? Okay, because it said to locate the file, we made the location to downloads. Now it's ch mode, it will not work because it is Windows. In Windows it will not work. So instead of this ch mode, what you do, go to your download folder, right click, make it, click on properties, okay, and there is something called read only. Click on the properties and make it read only. Make it read only and okay. So what we did, right click, properties, make it read only, okay. And now Step number 3 done, permission change is done. They wanted read only, we also made read only. Step number example. Step number example. Now just copy and paste it. Do you want to connect? Do you want to connect? Yes, I want to connect. Did it connect? It came to EC2 user and the IP address of the machine. Okay, it was your command prompt. Now it is came to EC2 user and their IP address. Fine. This is how it connects. This is how it connects. Okay, simple. Okay, simple way of connecting it. Simple way of connecting this one. Okay. So what we did, we opened a command prompt. First, it told to open shell command prompt. We opened it. Fine. We opened a command prompt. Okay. Second thing, it is saying to locate a private file. It is in the downloads folder only, so just mm, add, just locate it to that location, and then chmod will not work. So what you do is go here, right click, edit. So go and right click and then properties, and properties you make it read only. Fine, properties you make it read only. Okay, once that is done, okay, now go and run the sh and connect. Your machine is connected. Your machine made the connection. That's it. It made a connection. So simple ways. These are two different ways you will connect your machine. One is with your cloud shell and one is command prompt. Okay, simple way of connecting. Okay, now let's assume that your activity is completed. Let's assume that your complete activity is completed. You have done all the activity. Okay, go back to your EC2. Okay, search for EC2. Go back to EC2. Your activity is completed. Okay, now here if you see, click on this instances, you have single instance. Now I want to either stop or delete the machine. Select this machine and either instance, you can stop it, you can reboot and restart, you can delete it. I'm saying terminate this machine. Terminate means delete. It is deleting the machine. First it will shut down the machine and it will start deleting that machine. It's shutting down, it will take some time. Okay. Once you do all these things, your dashboard should look clean, guys. You should not have any of the things. Only one key is there, fine. One security group is there, fine. But if you don't have any machine, then delete everything. If you don't have any machine, delete everything. Okay. No. So let it clean up. Meanwhile, let's create one more machine. Okay, this time I'll use my putty. So I'll say machine. I'll say this is a web server. Give any name whichever you want. Also, it's a web server. I'm selecting Red Hat. You can go with Amazon Linux as well, but make it standard. But still, if you want to try to create a machine, try it. Okay, I'm going with a name Red Hat. I'm selecting your T2 micro. Okay, keep it simple. Key pair, I'm going with PPK because I want to connect with putty, right? So also Linux OU PPK key. Okay, PPK key. Fine. Just to identify that name, I'm giving this PPK key and select your PPK for putty purpose. Fine. And now create it. This will again download. So wait for it to download completely. Yes, it is downloaded. So what I give, I gave a name. I selected your EMI, which is like that. I instance type is T2 micro. Login key pair is this one. Okay, which we created just before PPK. Networking you leave it, and then 10G, fine, and log it. That's it. Fine. Now view all instances. It's in pending state. It's in pending state. It's in pending state. Hmm? It's in pending state. Let it come up. Let the web server come up. Another is terminating. Seed is terminating. It says terminated, but the entry will not go so soon. You have to wait because in the front end the machine is closed, but in the back end machine is still running. Okay, so it will terminate in some time. Okay, it is running now. Now here what you need to do, you don't need to connect it, you don't need to connect here. Okay, simply select this machine and now we're going with putty. It's a ppk file, right? Go to putty. Okay, you have should have your in your Windows machine or your any of the machine you're using it. You should have the putty here. Okay, these are different ways. Any one way you can use it. Not mandatory. You have to go all the ways. Any one way. I'm showing you all the ways to you. Fine. Here, what you do is copy your public IP address. Okay, what are the public IP address you have in the instance details? Copy this public IP address, and here you use ec2-user. If it is Linux user or if it's your Red Hat user, ec2. If you are using Ubuntu, use Ubuntu at the rate. Okay, that's the default user for Ubuntu. And once you give this one, here when you open this for the first time, you'll see all these are closed. Go to the connection, last one. Give ec2 user at the rate this one. Go to the connection ssh auth connection ssh auth connection ssh auth credentials connection ssh auth credentials. Browse and select your ppk key. Select your ppk key. Okay, and then open it. Is asking accept. Yes. Okay, machine is created. Let me increase the font. Let's see, machine is created. So just right click if you want to increase the font, change the settings. Click on change settings, click on appearance, and there is inside this a change. You can apply this change, right? So your machine is created. See the same IP address 170.31. Okay, what the IP of the machine will be the same thing. There's the machine of the IP address. There is the same thing which is have here. Okay, same. You have it here. 172 that 31.0.95. There is a machine IP address of machine. So you connected the machine. You connected your machine. You connected your machine. Right? This is how you connect with putty. Again, observe it with the putty. So what I am doing with the putty? Open your putty. Click on that putty. Let it open. Just type here ec2 ec2 user at the rate public IP address at the rate sorry public right public IP address. Copy the public IP address, port number is 22, SSH connection we are doing. And here before connecting you have to do the go to what is that? In the connection you have SSH. Under SSH you have auth. Connection SSH auth and then credentials. Connection SSH auth and then credentials, and now select your credentials from here, which is there in your downloads folder of Windows, right? ppk, and then open it. Okay? And then open it. And change the settings from here. What are the settings you're changing? Changing the settings from here. Okay? You can change, and now you can type whatever commands you want, whatever things you want to get, you can get it from here. Fine. So initial thing, this is required, guys. Why? Because practical we have to do it. Okay, practicals you have to do it. Fine. This is how you do it. This is how you create your machine. This is how you create your machine in case you want to create the machine. Fine. Okay. Now once your work is activity is completed, now either you stop it, you terminate it. Stopping will, okay, you can stop for some time, but don't stop and keep for longer time, it will charge you. Fine. And once you do this one, terminate it. Now once it gets terminated, you have to wait for some time, it to come down, the shutdown term to convert to terminated state. Let it come down. Fine. Now here click on the dashboard. See here, running instances 0, instances is showing 2, but that is getting terminated, it will take some time. Then your security groups will not be deleted, guys. Security group is a firewall rule to connect that port numbers. So here explicitly you have to go and delete these two. Default will, even if you try to delete, will not delete, but don't delete it. Right? No. If you're getting some error, wait for some time and try it again. Okay, delete it. Delete it. Fine. It got deleted. Refresh it. We have only the default one. Go back and see the portal now. Everything is there. Okay, everything. Your security group become only one. It's default one. Okay, instances are two. It is getting terminated. Key pair. If the key pair is there, it is fine, guys. No issues. Key pair is there. It's fine. No issues. You can keep it. Or if you want to delete it, you can delete it. Okay, but better if you want to keep it, keep it. No issue. You can reuse it. You can reuse that key pair tomorrow. You can reuse that key pair tomorrow. Right? Okay, fine. That key pair is for some other use, so I have kept it. Right? So you should have everything zero except your security group. Rest everything should be zero. It will go on. It will go on sometime. It will go from there sometime because machines are still stopping in the backend. Okay, machines are still stopping in the backend. Right? So this is how you connect your machines in three different ways: either putty or your either with your putty or with your cloud shell or command prompt. Okay, and how to create a machine, we have saw that. We saw the machine twice, right? So same steps are applicable here, guys. Even for the putty also, I have done this. Everything, whatever I'm doing this, all the commands I'm running here, everything is here. Same way for the putty also. How do you log into the putty, etc. things? Where do you get this public IP, etc. things? It will be okay. All the step by step I've given here. All the step by step I've executed. Okay. Okay. Any question, any queries, any doubts, guys? Don't worry, I'll be creating this machine again and again daily. I'll be creating in front of you. Okay, why? Because it should become a habit to you. Okay, initially when you look for the first time, it will look a little bit different. The second time, it becomes easy. It becomes easy. Okay. Any questions, guys? Any doubts? Any queries? Any questions? Any doubts? Any queries? Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? Okay, so complete this part, guys. Tomorrow I'll start your introduction to DevOps world, and then I'll take you to the Linux administration. Meanwhile, what is the gap you're getting? In that gap, you keep practicing this one. I'll show you again and again. Okay, again and again, we'll show you this. Right? Any doubts? Any questions? Any queries? Right? Okay. So let's take a pause here. Okay, tomorrow we'll start your introduction to DevOps. We'll start little introduction to understand what is DevOps, etc. things, and then I'll take you to the. Meanwhile, you can get time to practice this as well and create an account. Meanwhile, I'll cover this one, and then we'll start in next chapter. That time we definitely require this account
Hi bro.
creation. Yeah, how to create the username. Sorry.
Hi bro, this is Nitin.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there any problem if we create a snapshot? Like it,
No
it
problem.
gonna charge?
Yeah, it will charge you. In
Yeah,
the free
actually
time,
I'm
it will
doing
not
that.
charge you.
No, no, if I'm trying to do that, but like it's not getting delayed. Can I share my screen if possible?
Not now.
Okay.
I'll arrange a session for you separately. And your good name?
Nitin, Sai Nitin.
Yeah, fine. I'll arrange a session for you. Okay.
Okay.
So, because I don't want to record
Also,
that in this one. This is a
sure, sure.
separate session.
Also have some doubts. I'll clear on that.
Yeah. You can
Okay.
connect
Thank
with
you,
me
bro.
then.
Thank you. Thanks.
So the roadmap for this week is completely will be covering your introduction to DevOps world, and we'll be starting a Linux segment because first I want you guys to create this account. Be comfortable with creating a machine. How do you stop a machine? How do you terminate the machine? Okay, how do you use this one? Because you should get little bit habituated to this usage, or at least create machine creation. AWS services will learn, that is secondary, but first at least I want you to get comfortable in creating a machine so that you can start your Linux practical. Okay, your Linux practical part can be started. Okay, that is the reason I started with this, and then we'll move on to the Linux commands, then the advanced part of Linux. Okay, so that will be the roadmap for this week, where we cover your AWS account creation, how to connect the machine, and then your introduction to DevOps world, and we'll start your Linux administration. Okay, that will be the roadmap for this one. Okay, and then slowly we'll jump into your AWS or your DevOps, right? Yes, Shanmukhi, you have something? You have anything? I live in US. May the timing of this class every day, and is there any other session? No, it is the same timing, 6 to 7. Sorry, 7 to 8. 7 to 8 is only the timing. Okay. If there is an extension, I'll tell you. Maybe your 15 minutes, 10 minutes extension, but not more than that. Okay. So daily 1 hour we will keep it. If in the weekends, if we have any time, we will extend it for maybe half an hour. Okay. That answers your question. Still, you want anything else from my side? Nitin, you're from US or India?
Uh, USA, bro.
US. Till what
Yeah.
time you'll be available?
Like till I'll be free, bro, every day. No, like the complete night also I'll be free.
Okay, fine. So
No.
maybe I'll connect you at 10:10. Okay, India time IST 10:10 because I have back-to-back sessions
Okay.
now. So
Sure, bro, no problem.
10:10.
Like how to connect? We like you gonna send me the link?
No, they will send you in the WhatsApp link. They will send
Okay,
you.
bro.
Institute will send
That's fine.
you. Someone from the institute will be in the link. So they'll send
Okay,
you the link. Okay.
that's fine. Thank you, bro.
I'll inform them now. Okay. I'll inform.
Okay, bro. Thank you.
Any other questions, guys, in today's session? I'll share you this documentation. Okay. So try out to create that account. Okay. That account is very important uh, so that we can start your work. Okay. Fine. Shanmukhi, do you have anything to speak? I see your hands raised. You want to speak something? You have any query? You have any doubt? Okay. Fine. So start this one, guys. Tomorrow I'll start the introduction to DevOps world. Let's have a good understanding about DevOps overview. Okay, maybe it will drive for 1 or 2 days, okay, or max 3 days, and then I'll take you to the practical part. Meanwhile, you get your account created, work on it. Okay, I'll show you this again in like 5 to 10 minutes. I'll spend time here to create a machine again to connect again, so that if you have any doubts, that will get clarified. Okay, so that we can
Okay,
once we complete this. Yes,
one question.
yeah.
In the companies, what do we use in general to connect to AWS instance? Do we use
You can use
Putty?
anything. You can use Putty, you can use Command Prompt, you can use CloudShare. So there's no restriction in company, right? If the company is not installing any other third-party software, then by default Windows will give you Putty. Any machine will have Putty by default. If you're using
Okay,
Mac, then you have Item. So there's no restriction in connecting with anything. You can connect with anything. Only in
I
some
heard,
locations,
yeah, I
yes.
heard this one Mobax term.
You can connect with that. That is also one thing, but that is a third party, right? So and that you're using not a licensed one, so companies won't allow you to install such kind of a third party tool. This is all the standard what we did it. You want to try out, you install in your laptop, no issue, it will connect. Same way it will connect. How did you connect now? Same thing it will connect.
Okay,
You just need
thanks.
to upload the key there and then hit that EC2 at the rate IP address, it will connect.
Okay, you prepared one document, right? Where it is available?
You will get in your WhatsApp in some time, either in your WhatsApp or
Oh,
your email, right?
oh,
Institutes
okay,
will
okay, thank.
From institute, someone will share it to you in some time.
Oh,
Right?
okay, okay, got it. Yeah, good. Thank you.
Okay then guys, let's wind up. Let's connect tomorrow same time. Right? Okay. Shanmukhi, you have a doubt
Thank-
related to the timing, you will speak to institute because I don't see you unmuted or I'm not able to hear your voice. Right?
I think he raised it by mistake. From session starting onwards, he raised. Sent.
Okay, okay, fine. Okay. Thank you guys.
Hey,
Bye bye.
Sagar, any plans to create a WhatsApp group so that you can share any documents as
We
such?
will have WhatsApp group. I'm not sure because that institute will create it. Okay? You can check with them once. You can just have a word with them and check cross check. Right?
All right.
And you
Thanks.
have any doubt, you can connect with me anytime, right? You can just ping them. They will open a link for you. Okay? You can connect and start screening the share for them. Right? Nitin, I'll inform you. Okay? Then you'll get a link in some time. Right?
Yeah. Okay, bro. Thank you. No.
Thank you. Bye bye.